Hey guys, so today is 23rd of March. In my journal, it's day 9 of restrictions. I think the correct term right now is isolation, not quarantine, because at least I'm not in quarantine. But Israel has implemented pretty rigorous isolation regulations for about 10 days now. We finished our first week of classes online, and overall, I think I am pretty happy. I'm really impressed with what we were able to accomplish. I don't think you guys understand, or I think sometimes I forget how challenging this environment would be for schools. This is really just kind of humming along life as normal, and then something happens and their entire framework changes. So in light of that, and they have to move like thousands and thousands of students online and work with very a lot of different types of professors in trying to get them comfortable with the online system. And so with that in mind, I am actually pretty impressed with how this week went. I just am. I just don't think that we could have expected much better, especially from a program that wasn't even designed to be done online. And so, so overall this week went really well. We're about to today starts the next week of online classes, so it'll probably be a lot smoother, which is saying something because last week was pretty good. So I'm confident in my ability to continue to get a good education here while still doing it online. Obviously not preferable, obviously not what we originally wanted, but it also puts more responsibility on the students to be more invested and be more involved in their own education, which I think is always a good thing. It's not fun for us because who wants more responsibility? But I think it'll end up being good. Otherwise, it's been good. It's been mostly this week of trying to find the balance of smart isolation techniques, but also still allowing myself to see people and be seen. And I haven't quite found that balance yet, but it's getting better. Originally, I was pretty strict with my isolation, and that did not work out for my mental health. So I eased back on that, and easing back in combination with deleting Facebook and Twitter off my phone, I think really helped with that. The rest of the week was much easier. I was able to see people, I was able to have conversations, and that's really easy if you're living in the dorms. I do feel for the students who are more geographically isolated or living by themselves. That is going to be really challenging for them. So kind of brainstorming ways that can be more intentional about reaching out to them. And the school is doing that as well, which is really cool. I think I've seen a lot of creative things that they've been working on to bring the students together more online, which is a poor substitute. I think we're all aware of that. I am curious, though, and more concerned with just the energy levels. I think after a week or two of trying to get people to come together online, I'm a little afraid that it'll fall off, because I know that that's just kind of how I work. Like, I'll have a lot of energy in the beginning, but as like kind of reality sets in, and the logistics and the challenge of organizing online stuff all the time kind of begins to set in, I think there's a fear of us just becoming weary. So kind of on the lookout for that, especially even in my own life, of like becoming wary of kind of abiding by the schedule that I have, and then just kind of like throwing up my hands and saying F it, like it doesn't matter anyway, which is not the answer and something I don't want to do. So all that to say, first week down, those are my thoughts. I don't have a lot of thoughts about what's going on online because I have been completely out of it. And every time I get my 10 minutes a day to like check the updates, my anxiety level just goes through the roof. So for me, because I have no responsibility in this response, which in and of itself is strange to me, and so I have no true need to know all the updates every 10 minutes, or every 5 minutes, or every 2 minutes, or every 30 seconds. I'm looking at you people, you know you do it. And to understand that most of those updates are people's opinions and analysis of the situation, not actually updates from official sources or from people who are working on the virus. So, I know that there's still a lot of fear happening, and so for me, I've just chosen to draw my boundary pretty close. Because, yeah, I have no responsibility, I have no real need to know all the updates as quickly as they're coming out. And so I've limited myself to 10 minutes a day, and that really has done wonders for me. So I'd recommend you try it if you're struggling with just feeling very, very depressed. It may not be the situation, it may just be what you're reading about the situation. Anyway, so that's where I'm at, week 1. I'll see if I can do these every week, and we'll see what it goes from there.